I know I don't always talk to you about the plays if I've not read the play or seen the play. I usually don't know what the play's about, but I guess Bloomsday is kind of a love story.
Yeah, but it's definitely a love story. It's a romance, but it's a time travel piece. It's wonderfully constructed dramaturgically, the play itself, because the characters go back in time and then they change time frames, so you see them at different times. Yeah, but the basic plot is the story of a young guy who ends up going to Dublin, meets a young Irish girl in Dublin who is running the tours for the James Joyce tours, and he's there on Bloomsday, which is a famous day in
Ulysses.
June, when they walk the path of Ulysses, and basically they read Ulysses. It's a really interesting piece, and while that's part of the story and that it takes place on Bloomsday, it really is it's really about this couple, where they were when they were young, and then where they are now, 36 years later, when the young man returns to Dublin to seek out the young girl that he had fallen for many moons ago.
Because we dated for so long before we got married, but I remember there was the one part of our relationship where I was in England for a summer. And I remember being in a red phone booth on the corner, and you at the time were working as an actor, traveling all over the place, and you happened to be home. And your mom answered the phone, and I was like, "Hi, it's Liz. I'm in England, and is Greg around? Yes, let me get him." And she ran because it was long distance, so she ran to find you. And that was kind of the, hey, are we going to do this conversation that we kind of had? Like, I'm in England. I've been giving this thought. We've been together for quite a few years.
Yeah.
What are we doing? And do you remember
that?
that?
I remember the conversation. I'm trying to think how long was it? It was only a couple years into our dating.
Well, that was 2003, because that's when I was there. And then we got engaged in 2004, because I was basically like, hey, I know I want a family. Yeah. And, we've been together since 99. Yeah. So what are we doing?
And I knew at that time, too, that I did not want a family.
Yeah, you said to me, I can't imagine a life without kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bloomsday, from what I gather, is this love story about what might have happened.
Yeah.
What might have happened had we gone different ways.
It could, absolutely. There's
and
a lot
I
of
mean,
that
I can't even imagine what our lives would have been like had we not, we dated, had we gone separate ways, where we would be now, because you'd probably be very sad.
You would be very unhappy, I think.
You would be miserable
without me. I think I know I know so for sure that you would be really unhappy.
I'm glad we're together.
Without me. I would be very sad without you. Oh. Florida Rep's production of Bloomsday by Steven Dietz performs live January 28th through March 2nd in the immersive Artstage Studio Theater. Based in Dublin, this time travel love story follows a couple who reunites after 35 years. Dancing backward through time, the pair retrace their steps to discover their younger selves. Using a blend of wit, humor, and heart, the play is a buoyant, moving appeal for making the most of the present before it becomes the past. The play is directed by ensemble member Maureen Heffernan and stars returning guest actor Duke LaFoon, who you may remember from our production of Maytag Virgin, along with New York-based actresses Lynn Hawley and Jessica Mosher making their Florida Rep debuts, and Brady Aldrich, who appeared in Florida Rep's Season 26 Theater for Young Audiences touring productions and our 2024 PlayLab Festival. For tickets, visit www.floridarep.org or call 239-332-4488.